Hello, friends, and welcome to episode 55 of The Weird
55.
I'm Mo Strummel in Nashville.
And I'm Jason Winfield in Lamont, PA. How y'all doing tonight?
Are you asking me or everybody there?
Yeah, you.
Oh. We're good. How about you?
Oh, we're good. We're good. It was a beautiful day today, a little bit chillier than it has been, which is welcome compared to what the rest of the nation is going through right now. Didn't really peak over mid-70s. I'm not going to complain. The sun was shining. The skies were blue, big puffy white clouds, exactly why we live here in Happy Valley.
And why you don't live here where it was 90 again today. So that's okay. It's all right, though. It's going to cool off a little bit here. And I'm actually going to go mow the lawn after the show.
Hey.
Yeah, it'll be cooler then, so it'll be better.
Yeah, it will be better.
This week, well, for the last couple of weeks, Jason's been roaming all over the country, driving here, driving there, taking care of business wherever he has to go. So I thought this week it would be cool if we just did songs that had cities or states named in them.
Okay.
To sort of celebrate your
my travels,
roaming ways.
My wandering roaming ways. Well, I don't know about that. I think there was some miscommunication at the beginning. I was getting ready to travel the first week, but that was still welcome because I spent another week in the South where it's hotter than it is here.
Yes, it is. I will attest to that. So I think you're going to go first. We flipped a coin to see who would go first this week.
Yeah.
Jason gets to pick whether he's going to go first or second. He picked to go first, and so I get to pick the end of the field I'm defending. And,
right.
So I'll be defending this end here.
Okay. Yeah. The Nashville end, the southern end, as it were. So this is a song I learned for this particular thing. It's a song I've heard forever, and I think everybody else will know it when I start playing it. And it's one song that actually can work in my range that Don Williams sang. So here's Tulsa Time.
Yeah.
I live in Oklahoma, driving in a Pontiac, just about to lose my mind. I was going to Arizona, maybe on to California, where the people all live so fine. My baby says I'm crazy, my mama called me lazy. I was going to show him all this time. 'Cause you know I ain't no fool and I don't need no more schooling. I was born to just walk the line. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Well, you know I've been through it when I set my watch back to it. Living on Tulsa time. While there I was in Hollywood, wishing I was doing good, talking on the telephone line. But they don't need me in movies, and they don't like my songs, and I guess I'm just a wasting time. Well, then I got to thinking, man, I'm really thinking I really had a flash this time. I had no business leaving, and nobody would be grieving if I went on back to Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Gonna set my watch back 2 years. I know I've been through it. Well, I'm living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Living on Tulsa time. Gonna set my watch back to it, 'cause you know I've been through it. Well, I'm living on Tulsa time. Had to give it that headbanger end.
Yeah, I was just waiting for my producer to unmute me there. Yeah, that's awesome. Throwing her under the bus already.
Way to go. There goes. He's
Yeah,
going to get
we've
muted
been off
halfway
for
through
2
his song
weeks.
now,
She's a little
folks.
slow. Yeah. So just so everybody knows, if you didn't already, my wife is pushing the buttons and running the show here for us so that we can focus on actually playing. Thanks. Tomorrow's our anniversary, by the way.
Oh, awesome. Awesome. I
think it's 33 married, and then 6 years before that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, pushing 40.
Pushing 40 with the extras. She'll tell you it's 40 actually this time because she had 7, I think. I think I only had 6.
I'm not even going to go there. I'm not.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, it's a birthday in my house this week. So today's my wife's birthday. I love her with all my heart. I wouldn't be here now doing this if it weren't for her. So I'm not going to talk about what year it is. She is a wonderful 25-year-old, and we're going to start.
Tell her we said happy birthday.
Oh, we will do. We will do.
Here, maybe we should let you add that to the list for today if you wanted to. But I
can't do it justice.
Okay.
What do you got for us, Mo?
I'm going to start out with a song. This song was written by Aaron Barker and Irv Woolsey, and George Strait made it extremely famous. I think I may have pitched to Irv Woolsey many, many years ago. I think he was producing somebody at the time. He did a lot of producing, so
right.
But I think I may have done that. But this is a great song. It's a sad song. Joan thinks it's too sad, but it's still a really good song. And
I'm glad she doesn't hear half of what I play.
Oh, she hears all. So this is called "I Can Still Make Cheyenne." Her telephone rang about 8:45. She heard his voice on the other end of the line. She wondered what was wrong this time. She never knew what his calls might bring. With a cowboy like him, it could be anything. And she always expected the worst in the back of her mind. He said, "It's cold out here and I'm all alone. Didn't make the short go again, and I'm coming home. I know I've been away too long. I never got a chance to ride or call, and I know this rodeo's been hard on us all. But I'll be home soon, and honey, is there something wrong?" She said, "Don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. There's somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man." He said, "I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's all right, honey, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne." He left that phone dangling off the hook. Then he slowly turned and gave it one last look. Then he just walked away. He aimed his truck toward that Wyoming line. With a little luck, he could get there in time. And in that Cheyenne wind, he could still hear her say, "She said, don't bother coming home. By the time you get here, I'll be long gone. For somebody new, and he sure ain't no rodeo man. He said, I'm sorry it's come down to this. There's so much about you that I'm gonna miss. But it's alright, honey, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. Gotta go now, baby, if I hurry, I can still make Cheyenne. She never knew what his calls might bring, that a cowboy like him could be anything, but she always expected the worst in the back of her mind.
There we go. Sorry about that. That sounded great, Mo.
Tearjerker.
Yeah, tearjerker. All right. And the joy here is that you left me to pick up the pace.
Yes, because you're actually going to need to keep the pace up for most of the afternoon. It's your turn to be
My
the
turn.
upbeat person.
Yeah, and yeah, it's my turn to be the upbeat person. I'm going to play one of my songs, and I don't know how upbeat it is, but at least it's got a beat. It's called Ocracoke. It was midnight by the bonfire on the Carolina coast, drinking drop rum from the bottle, talking about Blackbeard's ghost, contemplating conquest on Queen Anne's revenge, and knowing that his treasure is buried somewhere in this sand. Been a good week with a few friends, trying to drink the Jolly Roger dry. Been out late by the seaside, won't be back for quite a while. So somewhere after last call, stumbled to the point of a teacher's hole. Needed to say farewell to the man of the hour before we started our voyage home. And the water turns to white foam as it crashed into the shore. And a legend was born when the pirate died just off this coast, you know. Some say his spirit roams this stretch when the moon is right. But David Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke night. From the darkness he appeared, walking alone along the sand. I cried out, he said howdy, raised a bottle in my right hand. He said, I thank you kindly, don't mind if I oblige. You can't find a cure to what ails you on the other side. He said his name was Eddie, he could teach us many tales, how his eyes lit up when he spoke about the plunder. Came for quite a while, drained my bottle, then he sighed. I better move on before the sun starts rising. and the water turned to white foam as it crashed into the shore. And a legend was born when the pirate died just off this coast, you know. Some say his spirit roams this stretch when the moon is right. But Davy Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke blue night. And the water turns to white foam as it crashed into the shore. And a legend was born when the pirate died just off this coast, you know. Some say his spirit roams this stretch when the moon is right. Davy Jones released a ghost on an Ocracoke blue night. Midnight by a bonfire on the Carolina coast. From the bottom, I'm talking about Blackbeard's ghost.
Yes, sir. Yes. Hey, so that's a little bit different again, right?
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah, I like it. I like
Yeah,
it. Keep it.
Okay. I'll try to remember how I did that. I'll listen to this show a little bit. You know, it's one of those things of like, it just hit me a little bit differently today. So
it's
got a little bit more
smoother version, and I like it. I like it a lot. Yeah.
Awesome. Well, what I try to do when I sing it, and I've started working on this a little bit with it. I actually capoed it differently, and I'm moving into a different key, and I'm trying to figure out how to make it, because it's got the parts of a as I think at one point when I played this, Rose mentioned Kenny Chesney, and I'm trying to figure out how to get it to that somewhere in that coastal feel that he has. So trying to smooth it out, switch the key a little bit. And not that it'll ever get to him, but just so it's got that feel.
maybe you should create a little percussion track that will make you feel a little bit different about it, so that when you play the guitar with the percussion track,
that would be
gives you
idea.
That feel that you're trying to get to.
That's
even if that's just an exercise and not like a final product. I'm just saying.
That's a great idea.
The exercise of doing that may help you figure out where that groove is that you're looking for.
Right. Yeah.
And then,
no, that's a good idea.
It's just a suggestion.
No. Suggestions are great and ideas are great, and it, because I like the song. I like how it's maturing. I like how it's, I'm becoming more comfortable singing the song, obviously. And it's come a long way, and I've kind of pull it out and play it a little bit more. I'm actually playing out next week. I've got 2 nights of playing because I'm doing an open mic downtown, because they're doing a get people out downtown thing.
Right.
So like prime time, 6:20 on Tuesday, I'll be playing downtown State College, and starting Monday, I go back to our old Monday nights at the brewery with all our friends from the brewery. So
excellent.
That should be fun.
Tell everybody we said hi if they're not watching right now.
And
that'll be cool. That's a great.
Rose says she changed her mind. It should be an Alan Jackson tune.
Well, I got to tell you, if it's an Alan Jackson, Stanton says happy anniversary too. Very nice. If it's an Alan Jackson, thank you, Stanton. If it's an Alan Jackson tune, I mean, that's okay with me. Like 1,000 times, it's okay. His last album, his latest work is really something. So it'd be great.
I guess we could, that's a great idea, but I think I could do something about Savannah and give him another Georgia song. So,
yeah, that'd be
actually, while I was out on the, speaking of which, there's a song that should have been thought about for this, because I was shot the hooch with my kids on tubes last Thursday.
Really?
Yeah. We tubed in Helen, Georgia, so we were on the headwaters of the Chattahoochee River.
How's that lick go? Yeah, that's it. That's it. Yeah, that's awesome, man. Oh man, that's cool. All right, well, I'm gonna go back to a Tom T. Hall song because you can never go wrong with Tom T. Hall.
No
So I played this on
songwriting
the
is
show
complete without
before.
a Tom T. Hall song.
So I'm gonna try this. I played this before, but you know, this is how I got to Memphis. Whoops. If you love somebody enough, you follow them wherever they go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. If you love somebody enough, you'll go where your heart wants to go. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I know if you've seen her that you'll tell me, 'cause you are my friend. I've got to find out what trouble she's in. Tell me she's not here. Follow the trail of her tears. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. She used to get mad and she'd say she'd go back to Memphis someday. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I haven't eaten by, haven't slept in 3 days or nights. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. I've got to find her and tell her that I love her so. I'll never rest till I find out why she had to go. Thank you for your precious time. Please forgive me if I start to cry. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis. That's how I got to Memphis.
Nice.
You know, it's such a simple little song. But
got a new guest on the show.
I see that. You know, that black cat crossed your path a little while ago while you were singing. I'm just telling you.
Yeah, I'm sure she does. You know, but here's the thing. When I grew up, my home address, now it wasn't 13th Street, but it was 1313, and it wasn't Mockingbird Lane either. For those of you who are going back into the days of television. And speaking of 60s television, the song I'm going to play next is something that kind of came to mind when we were actually playing the beach show, because I confess that my surf musicians were not, in fact, the Beach Boys. And I know that's a horrible thing in a lot of ways. But
horrible?
Yeah. I identified, I guess, a little bit more because my father was always restoring automobiles in the garage. So I kind of went more to the drag songs and the car songs. And this song reminds me of the principal from my elementary school. She wore dresses that were directly from the mid-'60s. She had her hair tightly woven into a bun, but she drove a Dodge Dart.
Slant six, baby.
So she had 10 and 2, but that thing was smoking down the road. So this is
that engine, by the way, was so good they had to stop making it. because it never broke.
Yeah. Oh no, she had the car. I think she had the car.
It ran
It was
forever.
I delivered papers to her too when I was in elementary school, and that thing looked beautiful. She kept everything. I
I'm
mean,
pretty
she
sure
kept
they
everything
stopped
immaculate.
making that engine because nobody would buy another car.
So,
I'm sorry, I had to go off on that path.
no. These are why we talk about songs and what songs bring to us, right? But this song reminds me of her. I listened to Jan and Dean while I was in elementary school, and I guess I didn't even think about it when I started playing it again. I'm like, oh wow, I'm thinking about Miss Hahn. And for those of you from my hometown, you know exactly who I'm talking about. She was a teacher when my mom was a student, and she looked the same until the day she retired. I became fairly close with her because she was a theater goer, and I went to undergraduate school about 10 miles from my hometown, and she was a regular attendee and would speak to me after shows, and it was really, really kind of nice to go from being that she was always that stern authority figure to being somebody who was a theater appreciator and was very respectful after that. It was really, 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 really kind of cool. So anyway, this is a Don Altfeld song and Roger Christensen, written with Jan Berry of Jan and Dean, my surf music folks. And this song is called The Little Old Lady from Pasadena.
Yes.
It's the little old lady from Pasadena. It's a little old lady from Pasadena. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. Has a pretty little flower bed of white gardenias. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. The park in a rickety old garage is a brand new shiny red super stock Dodge Dart. And everybody's saying that there's nobody meaner than the little old lady from Pasadena. She drives real fast and she drives real hard. She's the terror of Colorado Boulevard. It's the little old lady from Pasadena. And if you see her on the street, don't try to choose her. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. She might drive a car, but you'll never lose her. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. She's gotta get a ticket now, sooner or later, 'cause she can't keep her foot off the accelerator. And everybody's saying that there's nobody meaner than the little old lady from Pasadena. She drives real fast and she drives real hard. She's a terror of Colorado Boulevard. It's the little old lady from Pasadena. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. The guys come to race her from miles around, but she give them the link that she'll shut them down. Everybody's saying that there's nobody meaner than the little old lady from Pasadena. She drives real fast and she drives real hard. She's a terror of Colorado Boulevard. It's the little old lady from Pasadena. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go. Go, granny, go, granny, go, granny, go.
Joan is doing the Watusi next week. I'm not lying.
Awesome. I
And
think
a
I
little
need to
bit of
keep
the
that in my
swim.
set then. That was,
She was
I
doing
realized
the
how
Watusi and the swim. Yes. Oh my God, that's funny. That is really funny. Let's see what the pop onto that for a second. I see. I think your mom is.
Yeah, she said it was a great Tom T. Hall song.
Yeah, I think she's remembering the teacher too. So there you go. That's awesome.
Oh, there's lots of
All
stories
right.
in my hometown about her.
Oh well.
No. Everybody.
Are they
She
suitable
was,
for
she
air?
was-
Okay.
No. She was mostly everybody was afraid to do anything wrong around her. She was just very proper.
Right.
She
Well,
was very, very. Getting to know somebody after that stage is really kind of cool. When you,
I had a teacher that my parents had too, which, I mean, my mom was only 20 years older than me, so it's not it's not that far out, but it's really weird because that teacher, when she was going around, she had my dad too, who has the same name as me. Right. So I'm a junior, right? So she was going around the room the very first day doing the roll call. And she said my name and she stopped and she looked up and I was there, like right here, but she stared at me for a second and then she went back down and she went through. So later on, I was telling my dad who my teachers were. And I said, and I told her, I won't say her name, but I said her name. She's not around, but I still won't say her name. And he looked at me and he went, "She's still there?" And I said, "Yeah." And she looked at me really funny when she called my name. And he goes, "Yeah." And I was like, and it turns out he had carved his name in the desk on the very first day of class.
Nice.
And she made him stay after class and sand the desk until his name was gone.
Wow. That's a name you remember then.
That was only one incident with my dad with her. So she remembered his name from like that long ago.
Yeah.
And the look, I mean.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a similar
messed up a couple times in her class too.
I had a similar experience in first grade. My first grade teacher, her husband worked with my dad when he was in high school, and he worked at a local oil company's gas station. Like they pumped gas together, and the lady, she was, I mean, who knows how tall she was, but from a first grade's perspective, she was like gigantic.
Right, exactly.
So she's saying names, and she's like, says my name, and I go by my middle name. My dad and I have the same first name, so I'm not a junior, but I'm really close. So she says my name, and she's saying my name over and over again because I didn't really realize that people would know my first name was James, right? So I'm just sitting there like as clueless as I normally am. And when I finally answer, she just goes, "And I know your father."
It's never good, is it? It's never good. It's like, oh man. It's like how did you ever yell at me about anything?
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah,
right?
well, that lessons learned, I guess, is how that's supposed to work. Oh my God.
It's so funny. Oh Lord. Yeah. I paid the price in that class. I can tell you that. In that that was homeroom too. That was not even class. So every day it was, oh man. All right, I'm gonna do one of my own here because it mentions several places in it. So
awesome.
I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So this is off my last EP, the Trouble Bound EP, but this song's called "Fool for Her." She called me from outside of Salinas, said she'd got herself into a mess. If I could send some jack, she'd surely pay me back. But I know that's not the way this ends. She said she'd always love me. She's always thinking of me. My friends all say it's true. There's nothing I can do. And I'm a fool for loving her. She called me from somewhere in Ohio, with some broke eye and a broke down El Camino. If I could pick them up, she'd love me oh so much. But I know that's not the way this ends. She said she'd always love me. She's always thinking of me. My friends all say it's true. There's nothing I can do. And I'm a fool for loving The spell she casts on me is like a lasso on my heart, and I just can't break free. She tears my will apart. She said she'd always love me. She's always thinking of me. My friends all say it's true. There's nothing I can't do. And I'm a fool for loving her. Yeah, I'm a fool for loving her.
Nice. That's got a great sound. It's just
Song about not being able to let go.
when you really should.
Yes.
You really, 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 really should. Well, let's see, where are we at? How many more do we have?
We each have what is it?
How many did we put?
What's
Play
that?
three.
What's that show? The NPR show.
Wait, don't
Yes.
tell me.
Wait, don't tell me. There are 2 songs each left.
Oh, okay. Okay, I'm just trying to figure out what I'm playing. That's all. Like this is one of those ones where I had no shortage of things, and then I brought in some new songs to start with. So I just needed a reminder of how many more I had to play.
Isn't it funny how you have some? You like even I have. I could have picked 10 other different. I mean,
Yeah.
There
There
are a
songs
lot
that
of
I wanna
songs that have
play.
states and cities names. in
Places you want to be, places you've been,
it.
places you can't get rid of, and since that's the case,
Places you can't get rid of. those
Places don't go away.
there's
Yeah,
probably
they'll
a
go
lot of songs about that.
Yeah,
That's probably
there is.
the predominant story.
Oh, shoot. Well, this is because I've been there so much in the last month, and it's where I got married, and I had my anniversary last month. It's where my wife's from, and so when I sing this song and I'm practicing it and I'm just playing it, she'll join in a little bit. So I kind of do a little bit of my own little take on it. It's a classic. Everybody's going to know it when I start playing it. But old Georgia on my mind. Georgia, all day through, just a sweet old song keeps Georgia on my mind. Georgia, a song of you comes sweet and clear as a moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the moon leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Just a sweet old song keeps Georgia on my mind. Other arms reach out to me. Other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. Georgia, Georgia, no peace I find. Just a sweet old song keeps Georgia on my mind. Just a sweet old song keeps Georgia on my mind. On my mind. On my mind. On my mind.
Yes, sir. Yes. That's a really good version. I like your version. Yes.
Thank you.
It's very good. Very good. I like it. I think you could have done Oh Atlanta, but
Yeah,
I'll take
or
that.
Georgia.
Georgia. I can't even say that. Georgia.
Georgia.
Georgia. Oh,
But I like the
man.
version that my fellow
Nice.
Illinoisan sings of that song. So, and
Nice.
it, if you don't have Jerry Douglas playing in the background, that one doesn't sound right.
Well, nothing really sounds right if you don't have Jerry Douglas playing in the background. So let's just leave it there.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah. Okay.
But there's is it John Hyatt has stuff out? Oh yeah, John Hyatt has some new stuff out with Jerry Douglas, the Jerry Douglas band,
Yeah.
right? Backing him up. Oh my God. There's one called Memphis Phone Booth. I think it's called Memphis Telephone Booth or Memphis Phone Booth. I never thought I'd hear the words telephone booth in another song ever in my life again, but this song is really good too. The imagery in it is crazy good. If you haven't heard it, you got to go find it.
Yeah,
Really
I will.
good.
I will. I'm a, there's a microphone company that does acoustic specializes in acoustic microphones. They're called Ear Trumpet. Thank you, folks. And they're handmade.
You can send the check too.
Yeah. And Jerry Douglas and Tommy Emmanuel did a duet in their workshop, and so they've got these two big diaphragm. They're handmade and they're designed to look like old time radio mics,
Right.
and they're area mics. The sound that I've heard from them, at least through recording, is beautiful. Like I'm waiting to see somebody play through one, because they're and they appeal to my aesthetic of style, because they're very classic looking, and then they have a spring mounted inside. Some of them they do custom in their bicycle sprockets, so the circle around has got the teeth on it, and but they sound awesome. But the point being that Jerry Douglas was playing through one with Tommy Emmanuel on guitar, which is, that is a power duo of acoustic music.
Yeah,
right there.
no fooling.
It was pretty
That's
amazing
crazy.
just to be able to sit there and listen to that. Just go, oh, this is research.
So it's like it's where the movie line, and I'm gonna misquote the movie line. So, but people that have heard it will know. So it's where the man down at the radio station will pay you $2 to sing into a tin can, right?
Yeah.
That's the imagery of that, right? Is that thing that's like this big around? Yeah, exactly.
Around,
Pay $2 to sing into a tin can.
It's
Yeah, it doesn't sound like a tin can though. I mean, it's
No,
a
it
modern,
doesn't. No, it doesn't.
modern
It sounds very
hand
cool.
soldered
Yeah.
microphone. It's
That's awesome, though.
I'm looking forward to hearing somebody play through one because
That's cool.
they're not
Yeah,
bad
that'd be great to hear.
not bad for a price either.
Nice.
And
nice.
and being that this I don't plug my guitar in when we play, and I just do everything with kind of a surface area with my condenser, and I think I like that feel and independence to a certain extent.
Right.
So
yeah, I mean, it's definitely a different feel. I mean, I have my guitar plugged in, but I think it's on like 0 or 1 because this mic picks everything up, and it would be blasting if I put it out there. But I plug it in just because I feel like it smooths it out a little bit. So even though there's really nothing going through there, but I may have to start and restart this song because the other songs I've been singing are in a way different key.
Yeah, and Rose chimed in that milk carton kids use ear trumpet microphones.
There you go. They were hosting the Americana Fest Awards that we went to a few years back, and they were actually pretty funny. They were good hosts.
Oh yeah, they were
really good.
I watched that one,
and they're very talented. It's a great. They're very talented. It's pretty crazy.
Yeah, that was the one that I was dropping my daughter off at dance, and I like, oh yeah, that's on. So I switched over the phone and streamed it while I was in the car, and because I don't have satellite or any of that in the car, and Jonah started listening to the music being played, and when that's the one that had the shutdown.
Yes.
And when it shut down, he's like, "What happened?" I was liking that.
Yeah, exactly.
He was 7 years old, and he was.
Well, it's funny when they're young and they, the funny thing is, I think there's a certain kind of music that hits a kid at 7 years old. Like when Tom was young, and we actually were at the Opry when he was probably about that age.
Yeah.
And they were playing a song, and the steel guitar started up, and he literally, his head snapped around, and he was like, "What is that sound? What is that sound?" and I was like, "It's a steel guitar." And he's like, "Oh my God." Yeah. So you're hooked.
Uh-oh. Should have seen it coming when he turned his head at the steel guitar.
So I'm going to do a Slade Cleaves song. So everybody who's watched this show knows that I love Slade Cleaves. He's just an amazing songwriter out of Texas. And in this song, he actually tries to make as many rhymes with Texas as he can. That's part of the fun of the song, is some of the words he rhymes with Texas. It's like I said, it's in a slightly different key, so I have to really bring my voice way down and see if I can hit it on the first note here. But this is called Texas Love Song. For you, I'd give up all my time, searching for the perfect rhyme. And this is one that certainly perplexes. For you, I would spend all my days thinking up all the crazy ways I love you even more than I love Texas. You got Bel Air class and Dallas style, Austin soul and a Lukenbach smile. For you, I'd trade my truck in for a Lexus. You smell as sweet as the piney woods. I'd marry you if I thought I could. I love you even more than I love Texas. You're the barb on my wire. You're the spark in my campfire. There's no brighter star in all the multiplexes. I love this state, you know I do, but the best thing in this state is you. I love you even more than I love Texas. Well, your wit's as sharp as a prickly pear. Sun shines on your golden hair. Your smile hits me right in the solar plexus. Skin as soft as early morning rain. Temper like a Gulf Coast hurricane. I love you even more than I love Texas. From the mucky duck to the broken spoke, You know this state like an old cowpoke. You know where all tastiest Tex-Mex is. I got Matson on the radio, playing Robert Earl and Billy Joe. I love you even more than I love Texas. Well, you're the bar on my wire, you're the spark in my campfire. Let's head out west where nobody can text us. I promise you I'll never cheat, or you can throw me out in the old mesquite. I love you even more than I love Texas. And if you make me leave this state, I'll curse but I won't hesitate, 'cause I love you even more than I love Texas. Yodelay.
Awesome.
Text us.
Yeah, text us. You know where all the tastiest Tex-Mex is?
Tex-Mex is. It's like Steve Miller with what's this? It's something taxes and faxes. What's that song? Billy Joe and Bobby Sue.
Yeah.
Take money and run, right?
Money and
So he rhymes taxes with faxes.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that song's been playing recently on my as I was driving. It was in my mix. So yeah. Hit you in the solar plexus.
It's such a good song.
It is
He's a great songwriter. Like if you listen to the Broke Down album, every song on there is ridiculous. The song Lydia is a coal miner's song that it just makes you cry every time you hear it. It's absolutely unbelievable the way the song is written. Unbelievable.
Well, I will take that in, and I will find the new Jerry Douglas band.
Yeah, that's a good one too. See that? You watch this show, you get turned on to some new music, you get turned on to some old music that you should have been listening to all along. And that's part of the reason we do this, is to introduce you to songwriters and the music. And if you are a songwriter and you want to be on the show, Green. There you go. Green. There you go. And this is how you do it. You just go to our website and weirdpros.com, you fill out the form, and we'll be glad to have you on the show. That's all it takes. It's pretty easy. And we do have a guest coming up soon. We're trying to nail down a date, right?
Yep. Trying to nail down the date. I need to reach back out.
Yep.
Looking forward to it. She's got some beautiful songs.
Yeah, we'll see. We won't give you her name yet, but we'll give you that little tease out there. So it should be fun. All right. What do you got? Is this your last one?
I think this is my last one. It's my last one. It's all you're going to let me play today. So, got a favorite songwriter, sings songs about places. We used to play this one a lot. So, thank you, Evan Felker. Thank you, Evan Felker. Well, she was born in the morning, late October, San Antonio. She's every girl I've ever known. Well, she was born in the morning, late October, San Antonio. She's every girl I've ever known. She don't talk about religion, she just talks about the Stones. Oh, she's every girl I've ever known. And her tongue is like the devil when she tries to concentrate. She said she don't want marriage, but she still believes in fate. She stands her ground defiantly, she cries when she's alone. Oh, she's every girl I've ever known. Now her voice, it is a melody that sings just like a bird. Oh, she's every song I've ever heard. And her heartbeat is a rhythm
that commands her every word. Oh, she's every song I've ever heard. She reflects the world in happiness and echoes all the pain. Her smile's a world of sunrise and her cries will make it rain. She hides the truth discreetly, you have to take her word. Oh, she's every song I've ever heard. She's a sober Sunday kitchen conversation with my dad. Oh, she's every friend I've ever had. We never fail to cut a trail whenever times are bad. Oh, she's every friend I've ever had. She's a flighty good time buddy in the corner of the bar. She'd fight the devil for you just for being who you are. She's the last to cast a stone. Oh, she would love to see you mad. Oh, she's every friend I've ever had. Well, she was born in the morning, late October, San Antonio.
Yeah. Yeah, I was playing along. I was sitting here playing along. I had the little riffs between the
No,
the
thank
verses
you.
for
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
I was hearing them.
Oh,
I
you
was
couldn't
hearing
hear
them
it. Yeah.
I could, in my head.
In your head. Yeah.
Yeah, it was echoing echoes of the past in my head as I was playing a song.
I never
And
did learn
I even
the
kept tempo
harmonica
that
part.
time.
Yeah, I never did learn the harmonica part in the song, but that's what I should have learned. All right, well, I got one more too.
Okay.
So this is one of mine also. So this
Excellent.
is
Good way to close out.
I think we put this one on the last album. And it's about up there where you're living. So this is called Pennsylvania Moon. Well, I'm 1,000 miles from home, sitting here drinking my Bud Light all alone. And I'm thinking about when I'm going to see you again, back there in my Pennsylvania home, where the brandy wine runs deep and wide, and the crisp white snow is on the mountainside. And when the Allegheny band plays Roll Out the Barrel again, I'll dance with you beneath the Pennsylvania moon. I miss you more than I can say, and I think about you every single day, sitting by the pond with your favorite sundress on, back there in my Pennsylvania home, where the Susquehanna rises near the bend, and the fields of corn go on without end. When the Allegheny band plays Roll Out the Barrel again, I'll dance with you beneath the Pennsylvania moon. Why I ever came this far, when I want to be right there where you are. where the Tussig Mountain Range reveals the sun. And the battle was fought to keep the Union warm. And when the Allegheny Band plays Roll Out the Barrel Again, I'll dance with you beneath the Pennsylvania moon. Yeah, I'll dance with you beneath the Pennsylvania moon.
Yeah, I like that one. You know what?
Yeah.
I think I've thought this before and I never said anything, but you got a nice shout out to the boss in that one.
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. It's in the
Yep.
second verse.
Yep.
And she used to have this sundress that I really, 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 really liked. So yeah. So I think she still has it. So I think we're yeah.
Hey.
So for those of you watching, I want to say thanks again, as usual, for being here, for joining us, and for just giving us an hour of your life.
Thanks for spending a little time with us. Yeah. Guess what? We took it. But we appreciate you being here to listen to what we do. And I hope you enjoy the banter. We have fun talking to each other. This is one of the topics we love the most. And thank you for all of your time and your attendance. It's awesome.
Yes. And we didn't take attendance, but we know who was here. We know of it. Yeah. So just a reminder, Hunter S. Thompson once wrote, "When the going gets weird,
the weird turn pro."
Thanks for watching, everybody.
Have a great week.
Back next week. We'll see you.
See you next Thursday.
Adios.